On a dark and stormy night, a bunch of weirdlings went camping, when all of a sudden, a bunch of zombie squirrels showed up! This is the game of Nightmare Forest, a game for 2 to 6 players and is usually best around 3 or 4 in my opinion. Our lovely friends at SolarFlare Games sent us a review copy and it's coming out to Kickstarter on January 28th. Yay! In the game of Nightmare Forest, you and your friends are out camping when all of a sudden you start seeing zombie creatures in the forest. You've got to run for the road to get to your car. First one who gets there wins the game. And the example game I have here, I've set up for 4 players, where we have 4 players at the campground, and then 2 forest cards at level 1, 2 forest cards at level 2, 2 forest cards at level 3, and a level 4 forest card, which is also your boss card when you get down to it. To determine who goes first, you'll each roll the 4 damage die, and the person with the highest number gets to go first. Play order will continue clockwise. Starting with the first player, you will each choose a row to go down, and then you will be dealt 1 gear card. After that, you're ready to play the game. On your turn, you have many options you can take with your damage die. The first option you have is to take a damage die and roll it to search for gear. If you roll 1 damage, you can get 1 gear card. If you roll 2 damage, you get to pick up 2 gear cards and choose between the 2 of them and discard the other one. Gear helps you in many ways. Sometimes it's like a trash can lid that's gonna help you get rid of damage. Sometimes it's an energy drink that helps you heal. And sometimes it's just a weapon that's gonna help you kill the zombie critters faster. If you do choose to search for gear, the die that you use in searching for gear is spent for that turn. Your second option is to approach the next part of the forest. If the card you approach is a zombie creature, then you are going to have to fight it. In order to kill a zombie creature, you must deal as much damage or more than the number that is on the card. Fighting a zombie creature, much like fighting anything in the game, requires you to declare a number of die and roll them for damage. If the damage you've rolled is greater than or equal to the number on the card, you've slain the zombie creature. Congratulations, you are awesome. Before you move on to the next part of the forest, don't forget to take 1 die back for defeating that zombie creature. If you didn't reach the number, you will take a wound token. Ow. If you ever come across a creature in the forest that you don't think you can beat with just a die, feel free to use one of your gear cards. You can use 1 weapon per fight, and that weapon will allow you to add some static damage to your die roll. If you do want to use a weapon in a fight, you must declare it before you declare your die, and you will turn it sideways to say that I have used this weapon. Once you use a weapon twice, you will discard it into the discard pile. The noisiness of your weapon may cause zombie creatures to come creeping into your space. If the noise check level is a 1 or 2, you will roll a die. On a noise check of 1, only 1 damage spaces matter. On a noise check of 2, 1 damage spaces and 2 damage spaces matter on the die. If you do fail the noise check, a level 1 creature from the level 1 pile will show up in your space. Keep in mind, only 2 zombie creatures can ever occupy a single forest space. As you run through the forest, you may run across some other things that aren't zombie creatures. Items cache, it's just a box of gear, or weapons, or whatever else is inside of it. In order to get to those weapons, you must fight it as well as any other challenges it throws onto the space. Overgrown forest, you must deal as much damage to it as it tells you to get past that space on your row. Survivors help you throughout your journey on the forest, but you can only use them once. You can use them as 1 damage, or they can take 1 attack for you. After that, they wander off because you threw your friends at zombie creatures, really? The last choice you have is to throw weapons at your fellow friends. If you choose to throw a weapon at your fellow friends, they must roll a die. If that die comes up with a damage token, a zombie creature will show up on their space. Your turn ends as soon as you've expended all of your die. As you progress through the forest, you'll get to harder and harder territory. At the threshold of going into harder territory, you will gain an extra die to your die pool. You will continue in this fashion until you defeat the whole forest, ideally collecting gear and friends and survivors along the way. To survive this Nightmare Forest, you're probably gonna need my top 3 tips. Number 1, use your gear cards. Like seriously, you can use 1 per combat and you can use upwards to 2 per turn. You can only have 3 cards in your hand at the end of a turn anyway, so use them. Number 2, don't get stuck at an item's cache. You don't have to open it. You can move forward if you feel like you've got enough gear to get to the end. Number 3, throw gear at your friends. This game is about you getting to your car first and leaving your friends behind, as much as it is anything else. It's not a cooperative game. So have fun. Hurt each other a little bit. Overall, I really enjoyed this game. It was my first preview copy I'd ever been given, so that makes me feel a little bit excited, and I really believe in this game. Don't forget to go to Kickstarter on January 28th to go ahead and get ordered on it. January 28th is also opening day of PAX South. If you're going to PAX South, come see me. I will be hanging out at their booth and all over the place, so if you see me, say hi. Seriously, say hi. It'd be cool. I'd like to meet folks. What are some of your favorite indie game developers? SolarFlare Games, after I did the interview with them and played some of their games, I really fell in love with them. It's a great husband and wife team, and they are just wonderful, sweet, amazing people. So let me know down below what other indie developers I need to watch, especially because they don't normally get as much play as they should. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Weirdlings. Share this video. Actually, share this video with your favorite indie game developer because I want to meet them. Give me a reason to know them. Bye, Weirdlings. Did you give me some kind of outro yet? No, you haven't given me an outro yet, Weirdlings. I need a good outro. I've got nothing. Got this, and this, and this. So give me an outro. And this. I got told it was lame though.